Whoa, where'd space-time distortion take us this time? Get your hands off me already, or I'm going to curse your soul for all eternity. Well, that happened once time already, so not a big of a threat, I guess. Already cursed? Huh? I thought you said you would have nothing to do with me anymore, including no curses. Hey. Why are you suddenly back on your high horse? More like I'm back on my game. Please, just let this be over. Just because we're currently outside of canon doesn't mean I'm going to ignore anything you did in canon. All the pain and misery you caused me is still real. The amount of joking will ever make it go away. You are an irredeemable monster. I know. Why it suddenly went so serious? I just hope one day I can help make it so the good memories far outnumber the bad. I know you said you won't ever we won't ever cross paths again, but I still want to atone for what I did to you. To you and the other half of your soul. That's all I want. Your efforts all be in vain. Maybe, but I will deal with that when I come to it. Oh, hi Mel. I hate to interrupt this really serious conversation, but how long are we going to have to wait here off the side? Hey look, it's the boy formerly known as Mel. What? Then who am I now? And who the heck are you? Good questions, Mel. I'm Francois' pet. Great. So happy. Hey, don't use that name, you buffon. He will think you're talking about me. Whoa, you mean last name right here, Jean-François Barnier. Though he's a bit younger than I remember. Okay. I knew you were a creep, but never making people into pets. You've hit rock bottom. You want on the taste of my feast, huh, Tank? For the record, I am not the man she calls Francois. I won't get into the details, but I just had to assume his name. Sure, whatever you say. He doesn't believe it. Wait, hold on a second. Maybe I'm just imagining it, but you, Barnier or whatever your name is, don't seem like much of the strike-up jerk as I remember. The boy formerly known as Mel is starting to freak out. Stop it, I'm not formerly known as anything. Ah, the saintness. Oh my god, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. She's so tiny, a mini saintness, she's so adorable. Oh my god. Would you please stop shouting into my ear? You're going to make me go deaf. Come have tea over here with me, saintness. I've got rose petals to put in the teacups to make it even yummier. Sure. And there's also cake loaded with sugar. If that sounds great, I want cake too. I know who you are, but I'm such a nice girl, I will let you have some too. Of course you are nice. Outside of scalping people. I'm not going to have snacks with you. And you sure are unusually clingy, considering how much you despise the other half of my soul. Yeah. First door goes whoosh under the bridge. Sure. It's spreading. It's pretty crazy how girls can go from nothing to friends in the blink of an eye, huh? Oh yeah. Who's that dirty hobo? Oh my god. I don't look that bad. Every boy other than my first and second brothers is gross by default. So you'll have to try and look harder than that. A lot harder than that. Oh my god. When Jackie starts trying to impress people, he gets drunk on money and power, so please don't encourage him. Oh, we actually got him by the name Yukimasa here. So this is the version from the door. Because we never learned his name from like his like normal period of time. Yukimasa is from the beast period. From the curse door. It got quite lively in here while we were away. Hey guys, it's been forever. Haven't seen you in... Well, I haven't seen two of you before it all. I swear, every last one of you has the same reaction. Yeah, they can't believe that the Lord actually is being from the slums. They never knew. Besides, he's the Lord, and that due to the plot contrivances, he's younger than when we knew him. The Lord. That's not that hard to make the connection, is it? The Lord was more purple, I thought. Wow. Not as sweet people with their clothes. Use their faces, you brained feral dog. Yeah, that checks up. Yep. Just used faces. I'm beginning to wonder if Yaki would be able to tell the difference between you and the Francois, even if he wasn't not so. Oh, also, where's my second brother and the maid? Didn't they come with you? They're busy flirting with each other in the present day. Ah, that's not fair. I wanna go see the present day too. If you wish hard enough, maybe you will end up there. Yeah, and your brother will be not your brother anymore. Happy end for you, I guess. There's a ton of different cakes to choose from too. Let's go to the Cheesecake Factory. I want to go too. But I put some weight recently, and I'm trying to shake it off. I want him to abandon me because I'm not to his liking. Jesus. I like women with powerful appetites, Pauline. Then Cheesecake Factory, here I come. So easy. Hooray! We can all go together. I can't even bring myself to make a job about how he always says exactly what she wants to hear. You'll come with us too. Want you, my dearest Mel. Wait, me? I don't know, I'd feel really awkward being the only guy with a bunch of girls. Wait. There's going to be so many of them there. If you want to fit in better, you can just dress up like a girl. Why is it the first thing just your mind jumps to? I think you would look dashing as the girl, dearest Mel. What? You would make a lovely pair of sisters. Then we'll have to go dress shopping for the Mel first. Could you please not? What is happening? If you want to come, Jackie, we can dress you up all and nice pretty too. Like hell. And don't try to get a reaction of me either, because it won't work. I know you are into that, Lord. You seem to really want to relieve my feast obliterating your gun boy. I would kind of like to see that though. Not the Lord, but Yukimasa. Oh my god. Oh my god, let's run. Pauline? If that is what you truly desire of me, you are allowed to say no, you realize. Oh my god. If you are here only to faff about, like, foods, then I will be taking my leave. You're just looking for my excuse to bail, aren't you? You're just looking for any excuse to bail. Huh. You seem really pricky and not in a very good mood, Saintness. More rested than usual, I mean. That shouldn't be any surprise when the most upsetting man in the world is still in my line of sight. Huh. I don't think that there's much of us to talk about this time, really. Yeah, what the heck, I barely got any screen time in this game. I'm calling my lawyer. And I look even more pathetic after this. You are only useful if you've got Snowy to nudge you into the right direction. Boy formerly known as Mel. Oh. Ouch. I'm not... Oh, never mind, it's not worth it. I too lost a few points with this story. Without the angel's help, the both of us end up villains. Yeah, pretty much. I actually feel like you might have gained some points. You're kinda more controlled here than in the main game. I don't know. Didn't feel like this to me. Very true. Hey, Aki, could you do the catchphrase for me? My catchphrase? Pretend that violent goon just came crashing through the window, and you can do whatever you want to him. Shall I kill him? Jesus. Yes. I'm not sure I would call that a catchphrase. Vicky must remember what we agreed on. No more talking like that. Of course, Pauline. I was merely acting for the girl. Ah, okay. Well, that's a relief. I may need the curse to the beast again. Anyway, he's a monster from start to finish. And everyone came into knowing that. So I doubt public opinion is any worse than it already was. We got to see his wicked smile more times than in the main game, if I'm counting right. Yeah, probably. Most likely, yeah. Well, he's nothing if not consistent. Sean might have talked him into helping out, but he never actually felt shame or regret about what he'd done. The closest he gets to breaking from that is the second door. Maybe what we need to do is knock his memories out of him again? And bring Bestia back? Are you out of your mind? Yeah, that's sad. I'm glad I got to see everyone again. Even at the cost of my reputation. I hope we can do this again sometimes. I explicitly said we wouldn't, as you might recall. I mean, I guess, but... as time change, so too does the heart sadness. That's right, well said, Nelly. Hehe. It would be super sad if you ended Requiem in the same place as the main game. Besides, you need to come to the Cheesecake Factory with us. You're never going to stop talking about this place, are you? You're all free to believe what you want, but nothing is going to change where I stand on this matter. Yeah, she's still salty. This is Backstage. Whoosh under the bridge. You're a stubborn saintness. This is sort of a prerequisite to cursing someone for the millennium, yes? Didn't you say that strong wishes come true though? So I will wish really hard for us to see each other again. Does your ass include my other half, the white-haired girl? Yeah. What? You can't stand her, can you? I'll play nice with her next time, I promise. Yeah, no scalping this time. I'm not the girl I used to be anymore, not anymore. I see. Well, if by some impossibly remote chance you do run into her, be sure to apologize. I doubt she bears any ill will over it though. That's a promise. I'll tell her I'm sorry and make up for what I did. How? Nelly is surprisingly well behaved with Morgana around. Although she was completely destroyed, so no amount of wishing will ever bring her back. But I won't stop you from trying. Alright. Now I think about time we wrap this up. It's dragged on far too long. It's not like we get to do this more than once a game, so I don't see a problem with taking it to relaxed pace. Yeah. Just relaxed and just running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off. And you're firmly in the latter category. Yeah. Happens sometimes. Now farewell everyone, until your souls cross paths more in the boundless sphere of fate. Until our souls. Okay. Bye bye, Saintness, see you. I hope we get to meet again eventually. Young Saint, I pray your next life may be a peaceful one. But I swear I will never cause you any more pain. Goodbye. Stop downing, you two, we're leaving. Okay. Right. Later guys, it was great meeting you. Well, that was short. So long, and see you again perhaps. Okay, back to the mansion. Everything plays to end, I suppose, yeah? This always was the story of the cursed mansion. Hey now, aren't you forgetting about someone? Question marks? The white-haired girl actually here? I mean, this is backstage, like, nothing makes sense in the backstage, so maybe she's back. Also, I can't get over this, like, this background gives Morgana the antlers. Look at that. She have antlers. What? Oh! Oh, hi, Imeon! Or Noemi? I did not expect you to see you here. I've been told in the comments that you will be in like one of the other stories or something, like either in the short stories or like any of like the other things that there are, but I did not expect it in the backstage. But yeah, I guess you were part of Requiem, so makes sense that you've been here. Hey, it's Mr. Mask, of course. That's got to be your worst one yet, Seren. Also, yeah, you've told me actually that Seren in original in Japanese had like slightly different name, and it actually been the case that they had similar like first name, like sounding name, yeah. So it was just changed in translation. Alright, I forgot your story was included in this too. Come on, how are you just gonna forget one of the best stories in the game? Oh, no idea what he looks like, but he sounds hot. Imeon is a woman. Huh. Hey, both guys and gals can be hot. And I'd put my money down on me being a better man than every other damn guy in this game. Oh wow, what a job. I can't really argue with that. Who exactly is this anyway? Right back at your buddy. Who are you? The hero! I have the stage's urge to kick those smug teeth in right now. Besides, I wouldn't it make more sense for Michelle to be here to go over my part? You're 100% correct. Let's leave this worthless man behind and go visit in the present. Stop right there, I'm not letting you go there again after how hard I had to fight to bring you back. Yeah, you're not seeing Michelle. Fine then, I will summon Michelle here. He's probably busy flirting with Giza right about now. I feel terrible interrupting, so just let him be. I thought you wanted to see him. I'm not denying that. I'm just hoping our reunion can be under different circumstances. Well, this is the only chance you will get. This is the backstage. Next time I see him, I wanna be such a hottie his eyes jump out of his skull, not this sad imitation of zombie. Wow. Can you imagine the look on his face when he sees what I look like? It's gonna be great. Michelle has grown enough that I'm sure he will have no trouble being friends with you even after he learns that you are not a man. Are there like some concept arts of something, or like Imeon or like Noemi in like her prime basically? Are there any like concept arts like before the disease? That's right, he will. I pick him better than that. Right. He's just grown enough that I'm sure he'll have no trouble being friends with you even after he learns you're not a man. Yeah, okay. God, he has a job. Friends, a girlfriend. How much more typically good guy can he get? Don't you dare insult Michelle. For God's sake, will everyone stop reading my mind? So, Imi. Okay, better than Mr. Mask, I guess. At the end of your story, was like, you are a boy inside. Was that like a you are a boy inside thing? Nah, I'm gonna through. Just pretend to be a guy for Michelle. I do swing both ways though. If we were met in another life, I'd love to take you out for drinks. Or anywhere else you would like to go. She's trying to pick someone up she met 5 minutes ago. My heart skipped a beat. I'm getting serious, lady. Lady Os vibes from you, Amy? Osk. Is this supposed to be like reference to something? I don't know. I don't recognize this at all. It sounds out probably because it's some kind of word that is like in real life, and this is like a, I don't know, band or like some real person. Lady Os something. Oscar? Oscar? Like Oscars? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't even know if this is a person or event or whatever. I think it's a person. Lady Oscar? Whatever. Well, I suppose we should talk a bit about Ascent to Tele while we're here. The story was originally included in the preview pamphlet distributed before the main game was released, making it rather old. Oh. Okay. It was then reimagined into the game form into inclusion in Requiem. So it was supposed to be in the original Fata Morgana at first. Huh. The general beats of the story are the same in both versions, but there are more meat on this one. What makes my motives a little clearer. Making it so you started out getting close to Michel, more or less, for a less than noble purpose, and then slowly warmed up to him, gave the ending a little more weight, I thought. And as a side note, Iman was also briefly referenced in the main game. Yeah, you told me that in the comments actually, that Michel been singing or something about Iman. During the same dimension where Michel's spirit is breaking down, there's a line that goes, "At one point a man with an unusual disease stumbled across dimension while wandering through the forest, but there's little more to be said about that." Okay, and that's the line I did not remember. Man is talking about the Requiem, but that's not all. In the final chapter he sings a song to flaxen haired little girl, right? And he says it, "A song an old acquaintance of mine heard while traveling." Okay. That acquaintance is mine. Oh yeah, I never made that connection, and I forgot about this. And you mentioned this in the comments, so great. I'm also great that I'm mentioning this also in the backstage. We have a double confirmation basically. That makes sense, there's no one else he could have heard it from. He would have said as much if it was from Giselle or his brothers. We ended up having a bigger part in the main game than I realized. And I'm glad I was finally able to show up in the proper here. That reminds me, didn't the rough modern day design for you show up in the short game released after the first popularity contest? Wait, what? It did, but I'm not sure why you're bringing up something readers would have no way of knowing, since it's not available in English. It probably is right now, right? How was I supposed to know that? We were called out for that exact thing just a few scenes back, so is the backstage only a thing in the English version of the game? That's what, like, this backstage and the previous one are both only a thing in the English version? Because they sound like it, like it's the case. They made it just for the English version. We're called out for exact thing just a few scenes back. Anyway, sorry to disappoint anyone reading this who happens to have seen that design, but it's staying in the idea bin for now. I want to see the design. Someone put this in the Discord or something. What design was there? When that game was released, the staff still hadn't settled on what Requiem would end up being. They were exploring a bunch of possibilities, one of them being to make the follow-up a light, cheerful game, which is where that came from. But decided they really wanted to make something with more substance, that was also capable of standing on its own. So they poured their heart and soul into making the Requiem you have in your hands now. And I hope you're satisfied with how it turned out. Yep, that covers it. You know, even since this backstage event started, you've felt more like you're colluding with the outfit than the Lord. Don't think too hard about it. Now to talk a bit about the game you actually got. The main theme of Ascent of the Lamb was friendship. That's a thread. That's a thread common in most of the stories, including the Requiem, in fact. Friendship, and how easily those bonds can break. Very sad stuff. A friendship with Michelle is fine and well, thank you. I just kicked the bucket a bit sooner than him. Yeah. You never get the chance to get on the bad side of friendship with him. You and Jackie were both really fixated on finding far-off utopias though. Your heart's off in dreamland and you're not seeing what you already have within reach. I have in reach right now is a cursed mansion. Well, that's fair. Damn it. The time period was a big factor in what happened to us too. But this is much more manageable in the present day than back then. That's what I'm curious about. What was the actual disease? I need details. And also the disease that was like with the black dots, like a black plague or something. And Michelle wouldn't get sentenced to death by the church now either. I think it wasn't so much a physical place we dreamed of, but the far future. My eyes are leaking. I thought you couldn't feel sad. I shut up and read the room. Well, I had my spot in the limelight, so you all should head back. I wonder if you like human exists in like present day, when they like all get reincarnated. I hope we can see each other again sometime, see me. Everyone's going to Cheesecake Factory. What? This place where you can get all the cake in the world. Me and all the girls have decided we're going in. Sounds like fun. And I suppose I will join you and the other girls. Can't wait to meet them. It's not that kind of buffet. Hey now, let's put manners to read someone else's minds. Just when everyone else is like reading Jacob's mind all the time. Wow. Crude savages, the both of you. Let's be off then. Farewell, Noemi. Should our souls somehow across the paths once more in the boundless sphere of fate, I will consider acknowledging your existence. What kind of a goodbye is that? I will consider. My gut tells me that was some kind of ridiculously backhanded compliment, but I ain't gonna push it. Later, gang. Goodbye. Bye. Okay. And back to the slums. Yep, we're back. Took you fucking long enough. I only fell asleep a couple of times. Hey, where's Francois? I put his real ass back where he came from. Can you imagine how absurd it was looking for the three of us to just be chilling down here together waiting for you to come back? Okay. You had me scared for a bit there. I was worried I might not make the cut for the final get together either. Why wouldn't you? You're one of the gang. I just feel really fucking bad about what I did and don't think I deserve to be called that anymore. I mean, you kinda got pushed into this. I mean, yeah, that's like, as everyone noticed, out of character for you and stuff. But yeah, that was expected, you would do that. In one way or another. Sure, poison was like not the best thing you could do. That's the character, but yeah. Oh, I didn't realize you were capable of feeling regret, Beefcake. You're the last person I wanna hear anything about feelings from. Come on, Morgana. I'm staying right here. Get your little ass moving. I know you have complicated feelings about all this, and that I have absolutely no right to make you do anything, but this was still our story. We should be there. Fine. Nice. The gang's all back together. Ooh! And with this, our story is officially over. Thank you all so much for sticking around for it. Now some parting words from our heroine Morks. But what? It would be weird for me to have last word in your game. You can't expect me to come up with something on the spot. Okay, Jackie, can go first. You think about what you're going to say while he's talking. Wait, what? What I'm supposed to say? Whatever, just back up and say something. All of you out reading this, I obviously have no idea what you think, how you feel about our story, our lives, but I hope at least it was something that left an impression that will stick with you. While I ended up screwing things up beyond belief, it was still my life and I fought tooth and nail to make the best of hand I was dealt. So it would mean a lot to me if some part of that could find meaning beyond the four edges of the screen. Okay. I mean, you were terrible, but you had circumstances. Yeah, okay, sure. I'm not sure what else to say. Well, I sincerely appreciate you sticking around the song. Thank you. That's it for me. Nice, you're up, Morks. Very well. Looking back, the series has been active in some form or another for quite a number of years. Whether I've been following along since the beginning or only recently discovered Fata Morgana, I offered all my blessings. Farewell, until we meet again. Oh, Morgana, make a smile. Look at that. I think this is the first time we have this sprite. Aww. Okie dokie, everyone. Give me your brightest smile. Bye. Nice. Thank you so very much for playing our game. As the author, I would not normally make any sort of comment within the game itself, but with this being a side story, a bonus of sorts, I'd like to bend the rules a bit and extend my gratitude to you directly. But I tried to sprinkle a little morsels of hope through it, so hopefully you aren't coming away from it with a terrible aftertaste. It was mentioned in email segments we consider a number of possibilities for a follow-up to the house in Fata Morgana, but ultimately we settled on the story of Jacopo and Morgana's past. I'm glad I was able to tell the story. And I pray you were able to enjoy it. Hell yeah, I did. In writing Requiem, I spent many hours digging through the text of the original game's final chapters to make sure I didn't introduce any inconsistencies. Nice. While you only saw small glimpses of what was in their hearts there, I feel like I was able to flesh that out and give it real life here. Jacopo particularly was shackled by something until the very end, and I think I managed to expound on what exactly that was here. I can't say whenever he will be able to free himself from those shackles anytime soon, but I imagine he will at least be trying. I mean, he got reincarnated into the present, right? Is he still an asshole in the present? He's like engineer or something, right? I suppose that hard-working trait to good purpose, to good use. Moving forward from Requiem timeline, we know he makes the same mistakes in the main game Third Door, but perhaps he too will be able to reclaim himself when he's released from the witch curse. Maybe I should make him do a Requiem yourself marathon like Michelle? Now, when I said I was glad I could tell this story, I must confess it was, in a way, more difficult for me to write than Fata Morgana. There was a great deal of pain and suffering in the main game as well. It was not brought on by Michel's own failures, and in the end, his actions are still good. That said, I didn't get to write much of Jacopo not putting on the act in the main game, so hopefully you enjoyed seeing what's beneath the mask. There are numbers of characters in Fata Morgana with multiple personas, and that's an especially deep-rooted aspect of Jacopo's character. In fact, one of the reasons Sarah was so utterly lacking in pretense is because I felt like it was a big part of too many existing characters. Huh. So I made her the exact opposite. Getting inside Morgana's head was also rather difficult. She described her time at the brothel as as when she learned to experience joy. So I especially wanted to focus on making her feel more human. That was cool. Yeah. Well, she released herself from her curse at the end of the main game. It only brought her back from in the negative to that neutral. And I hope one day she's able to turn squarely towards positive. There was also a story of friendship, companionship and growth. The characters from the main game didn't have much in the way of proper interactions here, so I'm glad I was able to use the first half of the Requiem to show them having fun and living their lives without sacrificing what makes Fata Morgana what it is. I'm especially fond of the Midsummer Festival scene and Jacopo carrying Morgana on his back under the sunrise. Yes, that was the best. That was the best sequence in Requiem. For me, that was like the best sequence. What were your favorite parts? Just what you said. Well, I suppose it's time to draw the curtains for real. Thank you so very much for spending your time with me in the house of Fata Morgana. And I hope that one day we may cross paths again. Oh yeah, we are going to cross paths again because I'm going to follow up with other stories. Okay, so that concludes the backstage of the Requiem, and with this we've finished, I guess, the main thing in Fata Morgana. So so this is like the main games. So now the short stories, we're going to play the short stories, which apparently are also canon, I believe. So this is still like part of this. This is like just some additional stuff or something, and this leads to Reincarnation, which we're going to read later. And this is apparently the last considered as canon part of the game. And the 7th Life and Erasmus are like apparently something totally different that is not necessarily Fata Morgana. I don't know why, but it's in the game. But yeah, that's it for the Requiem. That was cool. Next time, short stories. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. So yeah, enjoyed the backstage a lot, enjoyed the Requiem. Want to learn more about the characters, even more. Hard to believe, but yeah, we can learn probably even more in the short stories. I wonder about what we are going to learn then there. Maybe some of like, I don't know, like daily routines they had or something. Maybe short story about each character. Huh. Anyway, a lot of possibilities with the side content like that. So yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. So yeah, hit that like button if you liked the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord, and you can become a member if you would like to support me and see episodes earlier. Thank you once again, and for our Pocket Watch is going out.